Thanks to CuriosityStream for sponsoring this video.
I am inevitable.
Welcome to Screen Crush, I'm Ryan Airy. The Eternals was weird. I didn't even think the movie was that good, but I admire that they swung for the fences and revealed the following weird facts about the MCU. The universe and everything in it was actually created by giant Tron-looking characters called the Celestials. The Celestials reproduce by impregnating planets, basically treating entire worlds like eggs. And the space babies inside the planets feed off of intelligent life. No danger of our world ever hatching one of those, right, Doug? Drumroll! But before we go any further, here's our Screen Crush trivia question. You can find the answer at the end of the video or go straight to this time code. In the comics, Thanos has died several times. Who is the first person to kill him and who plays them in the MCU? Let me know your answer down in the comments. So, to protect these eggs, the Tron gods made sexy immortal robots called Eternals to shepherd the sentient life through the ages and to defend people from the evil dogs that the Tron gods accidentally created. Even with all that weird information being revealed, my biggest question was about Thanos. Before the movie, we had a pretty good idea who Thanos was. He was from Titan, they were advanced, and everyone died because of starvation.
Too many mouths, not enough to go around.
And this led to him forming a new plan to save all life in the universe.
This universe is finite, its resources finite. If life is left unchecked, life will cease to exist.
So he went around the galaxies having planets. But the movie The Eternals seemed to completely change Thanos' origin. In the first post-credit scene, which we broke down in this video, the character Starfox shows up and Pip the Troll announces that he is the Prince of Titan and the brother of Thanos. And then Starfox calls himself an Eternal. So this is implying that Thanos was actually a million-year-old space bot created by Tron gods. Was Thanos an Eternal? Apparently so. But this also makes me reconsider Thanos' plan. Maybe it wasn't about starvation after all. Maybe he was actually trying to stop that celestial seed from spreading. It's not funny. First, let's run through the possibilities for Thanos' parentage that we did cover in our Ending Explained video. Option 1. The people of Titan are not Eternals, but they adopted Eros into the royal family, making him and Thanos adopted brothers, kind of like a reverse Thor and Loki. Possibility 2. The people on Titan are all Eternals who have figured out how to breed. In the comics, it's difficult for the Eternals to breed, but it can be done. Icarus had a human son, and Athena is the daughter of Zuros. Or, option 3, and most likely, I think, the Eternals have simply taken over Titan and they rule the population as kings or gods. Maybe they rebelled against the Celestials and decided to run Titan for themselves. Or maybe they figured the best way to increase the population was to interfere and give the people advanced technology, which is actually a far more efficient way than letting the people work it out for themselves and fight in wars for thousands of years. Anyways, any of these possibilities will support this theory. We did a whole video a couple weeks ago about why Thanos was right. Not about cutting down populations to prevent starvation. That plan was dumb. Even just on Earth, humanity would replenish its numbers in just 69 years. Very mature. Instead, we theorize that he was secretly trying to prevent another multiversal war, because Titan was actually devastated in the last multiversal war. As proof, you can see Titan ships in the Missed Minutes video, and there's also the unstable gravity of Titan, which implies there was some kind of rip in the space-time continuum.
What the hell happened to this planet? It's 8 degrees off its axis. Gravitational pull is all over the place.
How do you know so much about science and gravity and stuff? Well, I watch a lot of documentaries. For instance, I learned about how gravity works by watching the short doc Amazing Gravity. It did a great job of showing how gravity works and explaining the mathematical principles behind it. And this is one of thousands of documentaries available on CuriosityStream, the sponsor of this video. I watch a lot of video essays, and I see CuriosityStream advertised all the time, so I finally checked it out. And I'm glad I did, because now I am hooked. And get this, if you use the code SCREENCRUSH, then it will only cost you $14.99. Per year. This streaming service is filled with thousands of short and long-form documentaries on a variety of topics. For instance, to research the Eternals, I also watched Monsters and Myth, which helped me prepare for all the mythological beings that we see in the movie. CuriosityStream is easy to navigate with different collections and staff picks. It's actually a lot like looking for movies in a video store. The service also works on any device, anywhere, all the time. So again, if you want to try out CuriosityStream, and you really should, it's great. Use the code ScreenCrush to get access for just $14.99 a year. So back to Thanos. Our multiversal war theory on Titan could still be true. Bends in the multiverse are created by time travel, which does bend space-time. But the Eternals gives us a way more logical explanation for Thanos' plan.
Was it cookies?
No, why would it be cookies?
I don't know, a lot of people ask about cookies all the time.
No, Thanos' real plan was to stop the celestial emergence on Titan. Remember what he told Strange.
And when we faced extinction, I offered a solution.
Genocide.
But random, dispassionate, fair to rich and poor alike. They called me a madman. And what I predicted came to pass.
So it's pretty easy to imagine this scenario. Thanos is a scientist. He learns that there is a celestial in Titan's core and works out that the planet will be destroyed like he's a big purple Jor-El.
You're not the only one cursed with knowledge.
Or maybe the Titans actually knew about the Celestial and that their population was growing too large. Thanos would have suggested a Shirley Jackson lottery to get everyone
Paved!
And you might be wondering, why wouldn't the people on Titan just leave the planet? Well, look, you're talking about billions of people. Billions. Like the Death Star was the size of a small moon, and it only housed 265,675 people. So Thanos proposed strict population controls to keep the Celestial from hatching. But his family, led by a Lars from the comics, would be like the Eternals in the movie. They would try to find another solution. Maybe they can put it to sleep, teleport it out, whatever. And they failed. So maybe, like Eros, some of the people on Titan left and they were scattered to the stars. Or maybe Thanos destroyed the planet himself with an armada like he does in the comics. This would explain why Titan is so jacked up. People dying of hunger doesn't cause a planet to have small pockets of light or gravity. But let's say that the Celestial hatched or partially hatched. Then the irregularities in the planet's mass could maybe cause these pockets of light or gravity. Or maybe we can just chalk it up to weird cosmic science stuff. The Celestial hatching released cosmic energy that altered the role of the planet in space-time. So this makes us look at Thanos' plan in an entirely different light. He actually wanted to snap away half of all life to stop celestial emergences across the universe. Now on the surface, this plan is still dumb because people would still repopulate in 69 years.
Maybe he wanted to delay it so the other Eternals could come up with a solution.
Or maybe cutting away half of all life would have damaged the celestial egg so much that it couldn't recover, like a fetus that was damaged in the womb. Womb is not a dirty word. Also, this could explain why he destroyed the Infinity Stones. It never sat well with me that he would just give up godhood. But remember, the stones were created after the Celestials created the universe. They are the singularities that make up the 6 aspects of reality. Maybe the Celestials could have used the stones to reactivate the damaged feti across the universe. So, Thanos got rid of the stones. After all, we do see a Celestial using an Infinity Stone in Guardians of the Galaxy. So, to keep this from happening, Thanos destroyed the stones.
But like, if Thanos wanted to help people, why did he kill the Celestials? They go around making planets and stuff, right?
Well, Doug, maybe they do, and maybe they don't. Maybe that was a lie that they told to the Eternals. The opening crawl revealed that the Celestials made the universe, but it also said the Eternals were from Olympia. So the opening crawl was a lie, celestial propaganda to get the Eternals to do the Celestials' bidding. Thanos is a scientist, and he could have worked out that this is not actually how planets are made. He would have figured out that the Celestials are actually parasitic forces that drain resources from the universe to propagate their own race.
But wait, remember this?
My father is many things. A liar is not one of them.
But Reba, technically, he's not lying. Cutting the population in half did create more food for everyone. And if the Celestials are gone, then that means that they're not going to consume the universe's resources anymore. Or maybe it's possible that he just didn't know that the Celestials create life. He just thought they only destroyed it. See, if the Eternals on Titan rebelled against the Celestials, then they would have killed the Prime Eternal and never learned that information. We see Starfox with the orb that's used to communicate with the Celestials. So maybe he took that orb with him when he left Titan. So Thanos and the other Eternals never spoke with the Celestials and learned their true purpose. But here's the best proof that I can offer. Remember in What If Episode 2, when T'Challa made Thanos see reason?
T'Challa here showed me there was more than one way to reallocate the universe's resources.
Now we made a whole video about what T'Challa could have possibly said to get Thanos to change his mind. Maybe he suggested they investigate the Celestials and found out that they create life across the universe. Since Thanos is so into balance, he would see that the Celestials sacrificing some planets to make more is part of the cosmic balance of the universe. And now the answer to our Screen Crush trivia question. Who was the first character to kill Thanos? It was Adam Warlock, played in the MCU by Will Poulter. He turned Thanos into stone. But what do you think of our theory? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below or at me on Twitter. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe and smash that bell for alerts. For Screen Crush, I'm Ryan Airy.